Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com. James.
What's up?
Man, I was watching that intro because it plays live in the studio and I'm able to see it, right?
Uh-huh.
I forgot that because we shot that, 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
I forgot that Miles Teller was in the intro.
I know. Look, we name drop, okay, in our intros. So, Rappaport.
It's fine. We haven't changed the intro in a while, but I'm seeing all these pictures day after day. I mean, it is a lot now, Jessie. A lot.
Yeah.
That's the four of them are having the holiday of their life.
But nobody's talking about how Shailene and Miles dated.
Why? I don't understand what's going on.
I don't know. Did they not know? Did they not date? I'm confused. No one's saying it. They're all saying oh, cool, soulmates in Hawaii.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
And there's pictures of Miles with his arm around Shailene's waist.
Change the title of the show, by the way.
Restream.
Yeah. Got to change the title of the show. We're trying to get things back together here, kids. This is definitely not American Party. You're watching it's Ross Patterson Revolution. So if you tuned in to YouTube, it is not that. But I don't know if I spilled a secret or a dark secret with the fucking Miles Teller shit, but I'm not sure.
What?
That they're dating. That they've dated before in the past. Was I not supposed to?
No,
say
it was widely known during Tenet, or what was that one that they tried to do as an answer to Hunger Games? Whatever.
Yes.
So
Divergent.
That's it. Divergent. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they dated during that. Either they dated or they were showing up to award shows together, hanging out together, spotted together.
It's.
I have a bigger question.
Yeah.
Please.
I think we all know, and people are the media is just avoiding this. Go ahead.
Is Miles Teller married to the Sperry heiress? I need to know this as a white man who was in a fraternity.
Really?
Her name is Kaylee Sperry.
Do some back.
I did yesterday, and I couldn't find anything.
I could. All right, because I met her. I was at his house, so when we recorded, look, he's cool as fuck, by the way. So, I got nothing negative to say about Miles Teller. He's rad. He's just an awesome dude all the way around. And he was just yo, just come over to the fucking house. Me and my lady just got back from, I forget, some vacation or whatever. And if it was a Sperry heiress, just thinking about this, probably would have been a house on one of those bird streets. You know, one would think, right? If you have that kind of quiche, you're really going for it all if you can. Not his house is great. It's just it's not where Chrissy Teigen lives. Okay, you know she doesn't have that John Legend money. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yeah, I would be surprised if it was, but I also don't know anybody with the last name is Sperry, so I don't blame you for thinking it because I was when I saw that name.
Yeah, but sometimes people want to make their own money or a name for themselves. I'm the Jersey Mike heiress, and I don't like to talk about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I want to make my way.
You also changed your last name from Mike to Wiseman, so that was the whole thing. You wanted to get away from it. Very, very Charlie Sheen of you or Emilio Estevez of you.
Exactly.
Depending upon what you believe in there, because Charlie's father is obviously Martin, and it was Estevez, but then Emilio kept it, but Charlie didn't. Weird situation, yeah. Depends. You wanted to make your own way. You didn't want to be known as Jersey Mike's daughter, and You didn't want to be known as Jessie Mike your entire life.
Right.
So you went with Wiseman. A lot of people ask me that too, of like, hey, dude, are you guys, did she not take your last name in marriage? What's the story with that? Out of 700 episodes, I'd be shocked if we didn't answer this, I guess. Yes, you have the last name of Patterson. However, you were your own person and your own actress before all this started. And so your stage name is still your real name. And we don't have a disagreement about that.
I mean, sure. I mean, to be clear, I am still my own person.
Not really. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that's married. But yeah, I didn't want to do a hyphen. I didn't want to do like, yeah, I'm Patterson now. You know what I mean?
Legally, it is such a bitch too, where it's just like, I don't, hanging on to that forever. Whenever you're getting, car payments or house or anything that's in separate names that is not the same last name, you have to go through all these weird steps and like what a fucking nightmare that would be if your last name wasn't Patterson. Imagine all the shit we fucking have to sign and all these contracts and bullshit. Like, dude, that would be a nightmare. Oh, can you get that person to sign here? Are you sure that's your spouse? And we're like, yeah.
Yeah.
My spouse had to keep her last name, and we had
paying
to sign.
Bills, like,
oof.
All of that, where they're like, well, and I'll be like, yes, I am Patterson. Just feels weird to say out loud, but I always write it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hammer the like button if you're watching on YouTube. I think we got the audio back today. I think we're good. We're up and going.
We
today.
do. So I heard. Do you know Martin Sheen's real name?
Yeah, it's something crazy. It's like 15 different Spanish names.
Yeah. Ramon Antonio Gerardo Estevez.
Yeah.
That is a white man.
Craig,
or, I mean, he has been parading as a white man for.
I think it might be that, actually. For real.
That he's parading as a white man?
Yeah, that he looked, I think he's really comes from like a Mexican flair. And then he's.
Oh, you think? What tipped you off? Was it Ramon? Was it Antonio? Was it Gerardo? Was it Estevez?
Ilaria Baldwin, her and her kids, they're all fucking Spanish names, and they are the whitest kids on the planet. Craigers is saying he's pretty sure his Amy will keep his last name. That's right, it's Mudgett. It holds more water than Dulesky in these parts. No, it doesn't. Mudgett's a tough one. I'd probably want to get away from that. Dulesky's fine,
Yeah. Like, I'd be really chomping at the bit to get rid of Mudgett.
Yeah, like for you, like Wiseman's a fine name where you're like, all right, cool, man. But yeah, and vice versa, flip it. If I'm a woman, I don't marry anybody with a fucked up last name. Like, Wiener. I don't marry a Wiener. I don't do it. I just don't marry like Matthew Weiner, the creator of Mad Men, who pretended his name was Weiner all those years in Hollywood. No, it's not. It's fucking Weiner, dude. Shut the fuck up. Like, I get it. You were probably teased as a kid. You hate the world, and then you wrote that ending for yourself and no one else on Mad Men. Fuck you, dude. It's Weiner. All right? You're Weiner.
I'd do it.
Matthew Weiner? You'd marry Matthew Weiner?
I'd take some Weiner money. Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm Jessie Weiner. Nice to meet you. Say it. Say it aloud.
Hi, I'm Jessie Weiner. Nice to meet you. Like, you could make it fun and flirty.
No, you can't. I'm sorry. What was that? Jessie Weiner.
Weiner?
Yeah. Great to meet you.
Just call me Ween Dog.
Ween Dog Millionaire?
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to pull up the AMC quote here, Bob. Where are we at today? Woo.
Sitting at 22.85 right now.
Oh my God. I was at 22 and I walked into the office. It's up another fucking 85 cents. My God, man. Diamond hands, Japes.
You did it. You're really doing it.
Come on, man. This is the greatest thing of all time. I had a fucking blast today, last night. All of this has been a blast with all of this shit. Here's the thing. Like, I'll get into it in a second with why you should still hold on to this. And it's actually for the company and not for the memes and shit, but I'll get into that in a second. The beauty of it was, on the way here, I had a call with the lawyer for the seltzer, right? And we were going over like the names and all this other shit. And I go, look, man, I don't feel comfortable with a backup name for what we have right now, and blah blah blah. It's like we've already
Did you go with Wiener Juice?
Yeah, Wiener Juice USA is what I went with. Which is what, like, that's pretty much what you're down to. Everybody has taken patents like for 100 years, 200 years now. So it's like everything at some point has been kind of taken. You don't really know until you submit it or whatever. And I'm just like, look, we love the name. We'll change it later. I don't give a fuck. The seltzer's coming out regardless, with or without you. I don't really give a shit, right? And I go, how many times, have I been wrong since you met me? And he goes, well, I only met you in January. And I go, right? And I go, what happened in January? Do you remember that day?
Sure.
Do you remember that day? Because he goes, no, I don't actually. And I go, let me refresh your memory. You called me in the morning on the way to work, and you said, hey, by the way, at the end of the call, what's the show about today? And I go, well, we're getting everybody to buy AMC, and we're going all in on this. It's $5, and we're using diamond hands and laser eyes on AMC, and we're taking this to the fucking moon. He thought I was borderline retarded. Okay, he was like that is the, and I'm like, no, dude, this is going down, and we're doing it, and we're fucking riding this train. And I go, if you have a realtor that you trust, who does out of state work, out of country work, and out of this earth work, I need property on the fucking moon. And that's how he started laughing, and I ended the conversation like that, right? Mm-hmm. So we were talking about the seltzer and all that shit today, and I said, how many times have I been wrong? And he goes, I don't know. I just met you. And I was like, no, you didn't. Go look up AMC right now. And he typed it into his computer, and I could hear him typing, and he goes, oh my God. What the fuck, bro? That's what and I go.
Yep.
So we're going to wait. We're going to be patient with this name. We're going to be patient with the patent and the trademark, and we're going to wait on this. I mean, this thing is going to the fucking moon. Bob, you held on, right? You still have it.
Diamond hands, baby.
Yeah.
I'm up $1,000 today, but I'm up $1,000 today, and I'm not touching it.
It's hilarious because, you and I have been chatting about this for like the last few days.
Yeah.
Obviously, PhD, Paper Hands Dan, got out of this a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave you the little tip, right?
Well, it was funny. We all got together after work. Here's how this all started for us in this show. We all got together after work after the GameStop stock had exploded, and no lie, this was like a group decision, and I was like, what's to stop us from doing this with this many listeners and all this other shit? And they were like, well, nothing, kind of. Same with like the coins and shit like that. And I was like, all right, so what do you think the next big thing is? And collectively, everybody had said, AMC, and I was like, all right, great. I know about the movie business and everything else, and I was like, yeah, fuck, man. When the COVID shit is over, like it could come back for sure, because there's kind of no competition out there. It's just AMC and like maybe a handful of other chains now at this point. And I was like, let's fucking do it. And then we wrote it. It went to, I think, 15, and then it dropped down, nosedived down to like maybe 7 or 8, somewhere in there. You were like, hey, dude, I'm holding this forever. And I was like, we're going to hold it too. I don't give a shit.
It's not even time to sell now, because this is, I don't know what's driving it up today. Probably news between like Amazon
Short
buying
squeeze.
MGM. And,
Short squeeze, yeah.
And stuff. But like it's going to go bananas when people start going back into the theaters.
I'm also not super like liquid at all times. So, I mean, I doubled my money, put it into Ethereum, Bitcoin. It happens,
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we're back on Ethereum. It's back up.
Yes.
Things are
Look,
great.
I didn't leave that either, man. The old CPA called and said, hey, man, I think it's a good idea. And I was like, really? Shit. For real. So, dude, I've been in the crypto for a while now, several months. And then on that dip, we bought some more, and it just went fucking banana dick on it. I'm getting some static here. I need you to turn that off immediately. Pull it. Nope. Something else. Something else is on there. Another microphone, maybe. Whatever it is, we went diamond hands, laser eyes on this, and we went all in, and we've held on to it. Man, that static is bad. Is that you on your side, Jessie? Or did you pull your mic? Or did you pull your earphone out? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
We're good now? Man, got to fix the tech issues here. But we stayed, we held fucking ape strong, and we went all in on this, and it's only going to go up, in my opinion. The reason being is this with AMC, and this is like, forget the memes and all that other shit, right? Most of the theaters, you're kind of just down to this one chain, essentially, at this point. China is actually sold out of this stock, so they're out. Wanda is out of this stock. During all of this meme shit, they decided to sell. They sold all their shares. AMC got out of debt. They sold all their entire debt. It was like $6 billion or something like that? 600 million? Yeah, 600 million in debt close. 6 billion, 600 million. Who cares at that point, you know? They got out of debt, so they're doing great. The other part about this is COVID numbers, I think, are now under like 3,000 cases. And I know on this show and others that I've said, look, the biggest breakout will be Top Gun 2 going to theaters on the 4th of July. That shifted. They left. They were afraid. Tom Cruise was afraid. I don't know if he was still afraid of China after taking the patches off his jacket or what the fuck he was afraid of. But they moved to Thanksgiving, so that is coming out now at Thanksgiving. The 3 best times of year to release movies are 4th of July. Well, 4. Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, right? Top Gun 2 is coming out at Thanksgiving. In its slot, once they moved, Fast and Furious 9. 9. I haven't seen one since 3, I think. Has taken over its slot. It is coming out on 4th of July. This past weekend, it has opened up overseas. Now, this has been a trend forever in Hollywood. The last 3 to 5 years, they've been opening up these huge movies in China first, trying to get all their money back to decide how much money they're going to spend on the campaigns in America. And with that, it made $173 million this week. $173 million. That's about to come out in America on June 25th. By that point, everybody will be all vaxxed up. People want to get the fuck out, dude. They want to get out into the world and go do shit again. Nick, shut that door. With that, it's going to make $1 gajillion. It's going to make a fucking gajillion dollars here. That's going to be the first big blockbuster out in theaters. That covers all 4 quadrants, right? That goes into fucking Latinos, blacks, whites, all ages, all the fucking things. And it's going to make a fuck ton of money, dude. A fuck ton of money. So hold on to this because we're a month away from that. And look at the numbers overseas. Just type in the overseas box office for what the shit is doing. Obviously, since China knew they fucking released a goddamn virus, they were able to get rid of it first. Therefore, they don't have any cases. They were able to open up theaters faster than the United States was. The numbers are gangbusters over there for the box office. So it's on, dude. Just hold on to this. Fucking diamond hands for this shit. The stock before the pandemic, if you look at it, was somewhere around 40. And that was kind of where it lived and it rested at that point, right? Now, I know a lot of shit has gone to streaming, but most of the shit that went to streaming, people weren't fucking amped about. So it has a lot of people at home questioning whether or not it was the movies themselves of why Warner Brothers decided to sell to fucking HBO, or whether or not it was the theaters of like, oh, we're afraid of the pandemic. If you look back at it, the first one was the big one, was that Superwoman movie. Or Wonder Woman, whatever the fuck it is.
Wonder Woman 1984.
People hated that movie so much, it actually had fans questioning whether or not they just dumped it just to dump it versus, all right, well, when this came out in theaters, what was this going to do? I don't know the answer because I haven't seen that fucking movie, nor do I give a shit, right? So, therefore, you know, movie theaters will be back this summer, and dude, that's going to fucking drive it. AMC is the only fucking chain that is big enough that is left. So hold on to this shit because it's going to be that is going to be a crazy number. If China came out at 173 for a week, this is going to be the United States' first big movie back in theaters. I would say that opening is probably going to be somewhere in the 120 to 155 range.
An important thing to note, by the way, Fast and the Furious, that is an audience that I don't think cares about COVID very much.
At all.
Yeah.
No one.
Like this isn't Wonder Woman. You could kind of see being like, I mean, you have the superhero people, but you know, it's like, yay, girl power, and you're gonna have more. You're gonna have more like people thinking about, you know, like, oh, I don't know if I should go out. But Fast and the Furious, they're just like cars, guns, John fucking Cena.
Yeah. It's just, dude, all of it. John Cena, The Rock, fucking. There's 90 people in that. Kurt Russell was in the last one. I caught the end of it on cable the other day, and I was just like, wait, what? Kurt Russell showed up in Fast and Furious? You would have watched that, Jessie, if you'd have known that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, fuck, man. It's one of those things that is unexplainable. I remember the story. Well, not the story. I lived it, but like, do you remember when that fucking bullshit like Universal Palace opened over there on Universal City? Universal City Walk is what it was called.
Okay, yeah.
All the fucking tchotchke shops and like the theaters and all that other shit. Well, on the opening of that, I wanted to go and see what it was all about. I like to get into the hype and kind of figure out what's going on in the world, kind of keep my finger on the pulse, if you will. And so I went to see Fast and Furious, I think it was 2 or 3, like opening night over there, because it was like the first big movie there.
Right.
And that was when they started making up names for screens of like, oh, this is fucking IMAX Megathon or whatever it is, you know? You're going to be on like, you're going to see 19 different planes of dumb shit where you're just like, the screen's a little bigger, you know?
Yeah.
Like, who fucking cares? I walked into that fucking thing for Fast and Furious, and it was some date, you know? It was a white chick. I don't know who it was, right? The reason why this is important is when I walked in, we sat down next to this black couple, and then the entire rest of the theater was sold out, and it was all Latino. Everything was Latino in the fucking theater, right? And with that, I looked at the black couple next to me, and I go, oh, shit, this is what you guys go through. And they started dying laughing. I was like, because the theater could turn on us at any time, and we're the minorities here, and we're going to get fucking killed, right? But that's Fast and Furious. Like, that's that whole franchise. It appeals to everyone. Like, dude, look for the numbers in South America. Look for the numbers in Mexico. Look, it is a fucking global thing. Vin Diesel, I don't know what ethnicity he is. He's been cagey, but I don't think he even says. I don't know, but it's almost like the fucking Latino audience has accepted him as their own. You got Michelle Rodriguez, who's still doing that shit. You get Tyrese. You got Ludacris. I mean, you have like people from every single race in those goddamn things. Like, it's weird, man, and it just appeals to everyone around the world, and it's going to explode. It's going to fucking explode.
I think the redneck kid from Tokyo Drift is back.
Oh, is he? Shane Black? He ruined the second one.
Is that his name? The guy?
Yeah, he's a great actor. He doesn't have a big enough personality to carry like a Fast and Furious. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to see Paul Walker, shitty acting. Same with you in Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Like, that's the type of movie you want to see those guys in. I want to see Keanu Reeves in Speed. Like, I like that. And I enjoy the shitty acting, and I'm all in for that.
Or the magic mailbox one. Do you know what I mean? One or the other.
Either way, I am an FBI agent. I want to see, like, I don't mind that in an action movie. I want to see shitty acting where it's just like, all right, great. That's why I love, like, the old Schwarzenegger movies with, like, Commando and all that other bullshit. Like, yes, dude, you're terrible. And I love it, dude. That's what this movie is. I mean, that's about it. So hold on, dude. If you're out there, hold on to AMC. That's why we named this episode. Hold on. Wait until the numbers come out next month for Fast and Furious 90. It's going to be crazy, and everybody's going to be like, oh, fuck, man, I want to go to the movies again. Because all this shit is just going to kind of disappear with the fucking COVID bullshit, except for New York, for whatever reason. The Knicks game I was watching the Hawks against the Knicks last night, Jessie. Mm-hmm. So depressing. Every single person at Madison Square Garden was wearing a mask.
Still?
Yes. Every single person.
Oh, yeah, because you don't have to wear a mask unless you go anywhere or do anything. But other than that, you can take the mask off.
I'm sorry. Yeah, explain that real quick.
Yeah, so in New York, you can take the mask off unless you're going anywhere or you're doing anything. And then you have to wear it.
Yeah. I mean, it's
like quite confusing there. Here, it's like done. I went to grocery store, gas station. It's done.
It's been done here.
In New York, there's still kind of like outside. If you don't want to wear it outside, that's fine.
Same with LA.
But literally anywhere else.
Same with LA. And it's like, man, if I'm a New Yorker, I look at Cuomo and I'm like, dude, you killed everyone off Like already. Who else is left to kill? You killed my grandparents already.
Right.
So what the fuck? Like I'm fine now. I'm not gonna wear a mask. Cuomo, you fucking killed my entire family. Like we're good, fam. Like they're all dead. I lived through this. I'm a survivor, you know? So
And you know who the first people to take off their mask? The grannies.
yes.
I go, you motherfuckers. Once again, we did all of this for you. The first people to fucking boop and go traveling around,
yeah.
go traveling to Florida, were the people we were trying to save, and we're still 20-year-olds. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you hear about this Walmart email?
Which no, I think I'm getting it confused with another big corporation's email last night, which we'll probably get into on fake news. What was Walmart's deal?
So Walmart, I don't know why this made me laugh so hard. They said it on the local news here, and then also, so Walmart, an email went out to like new subscribers that said, "Welcome to Walmart, N-word with a hard R." But it's like a normal welcome website. Potentially millions of people subscribe to Walmart's official newsletter and were greeted by the company calling them the N-word.
Can you pull that up, Hot Bob? Love to get some confirmation on.
I don't know if you can show it because mine is showing the actual.
Is it really the actual
header
word? Not
that says,
bleeped out.
"Welcome to Walmart." But it looks totally normal besides that.
What is it? Read the top of that. Put it up on the screen. Walmart apologizes.
With an exclamation point and everything. Just like, what up?
Put that on the screen, full screen there. Walmart apologizes. Leave it there. Walmart apologizes after a racist email with the N-word is sent to hundreds of customers around the world on the 1-year anniversary of George Floyd's murder. Who did that? Who fucking did that? Man,
Okay.
they're going to be able to.
But like
it's
the
either
first
a
thought,
hack
the
or-
first thought is you're like, oh, where does it say N-word? Like, what is the email? And it literally is just like, welcome to Walmart.
Jesus, yeah, it's on the
It's
screen
so,
right now.
like-
oh boy, that's amazing.
I just love it. And I don't love it, but it made me laugh only because it's just like, fucking A.
What's wrong with people, dude?
What's wrong with people? But also,
Like, why would you go? Like,
you have it up in front of you.
Yeah. Why would that be your thought process of like, man, you know, it would be a funny thing to do is just go in there, hack the Walmart system, and write that.
That's what I mean. It's like these people have to be so fucking smart. We should hire them. But to get into like
Walmart.
this back end of Walmart, send it out to subscribers. What an untapped talent right there, right? That's using it for this one line.
Just
It's not
hey,
good. It's not good.
No,
It's not good.
No, it's not. It's not good at all.
It's just when it was like reported so seriously on the local news.
Yeah.
Like
A disturbing
Very somber,
email.
yeah.
Disturbing email from Walmart appeared in customers' inboxes this morning that said, "Welcome to Walmart, N-word."
exclamation point. Happy. Flowers. Spring. Right? Bicycles. It's just sort
what
of like,
the fuck is wrong with people, dude? It's crazy.
I don't know.
And the fucked up thing is it's only going to drive this narrative too of like everybody's racist and everything else when it's probably some other country that's just fucking with us to make us more divided and everything
Right.
else.
Right.
Because I mean,
The only, yeah.
yeah. God,
No, the only thing it could dispel is that everybody that does that is a dum-dum, clearly, to get into this situation.
yeah,
You have to be quite smart.
Yeah, fuck, man. Yeah. Speaking of the N-word, we were talking about Morgan Wallen the other day. Dude, I had a bunch of people message me, like, pissed off about it. Like, man, Morgan Wallen is a fucking superstar. You're showing your age, man. You don't know. No, he's not. Yes, he was an up-and-comer, right? He was about to be on SNL this year. Had some issues there before the N-word. Had some other issues with SNL, and they had to fucking cancel him off of that thing. Yes, he is a talented dude who is on the come up, but no goddamn way does he have a fucking catalog like the rest of superstars. And he still doesn't have that one song that has crossed over to be like, shit, that stops the entire bar. Right? Like a Garth Brooks.
But people do love him.
They do, and I get it because he's coming up, but it's still, you're missing that fucking global hits where you're just like, shit, man. What is it? You know?
Like an achy breaky heart. You know what I mean?
Not that, but like Chris Stapleton. I'll always default to Chris Stapleton, and everybody was coming after me for that too. Like, oh man, Chris Stapleton. Dude, there is the voice of God and his wife. God's voice is if you believe in that, is probably Chris Stapleton. Or if it's a female God or his wife or whatever the fuck it is you believe in out there, it's probably Adele, right? I think we can all probably agree on that. Is there a better voice right now, like in today's world, than the two of those dudes?
I would say voice-wise, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So was Morgan Wallen that guy? No. I hear 100 singers like that all the time. Go down to WTF. Shit. Go down to the Ice House down here. Austin Talley's place. Go down to WTF Ice House. There's a million guys who sound exactly like that, but there isn't that global hit that has rocked everybody's anuses off. And just because he teamed up with fucking Florida Georgia Line, I don't like Florida Georgia Line, and I'm not going to fucking subscribe to that bullshit. So
no,
I'm not this isn't a Florida Georgia Line household.
Florida Georgia Line was another prank that was being played on me, along with sushi and BTS.
And K-pop. Yeah, like, dude, I'm not doing K-pop either. So, look, he could be one day, but give me the fucking hits, bro. Give me a global fucking hit that everybody is like, oh, shit, dude. Like, somebody even wrote on my Instagram, had nothing to do with whatever I posted, had nothing to do with Morgan Wallen. They were like, man, Morgan Wallen's the GOAT. And I was like, no. You know who the GOAT is? It's fucking George Strait, dude. 50 number one hits. Garth Brooks. Fucking Hank. George Jones.
I think
Waylon Jennings. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. I think we're throwing around the word GOAT pretty willy-nilly these days.
Yes.
Like the GOAT, the greatest of all time, doesn't happen with like one song or one album or one play or one whatever. Like it is a lifetime of like, you are the GOAT. So we need to really bring that name or that phrase back to its original meaning,
yes,
right?
Greatest of all time. That's what it stands for.
Greatest of all time.
So
not right now, not someone you sort of like their music at the moment.
I wish I could play this shit right now on. God damn it, man! When will we get the capabilities to play shit? I guess fucking Patreon. No, I want to actually play the goddamn songs because somebody in here is saying Whiskey Glass is pretty big. It was decently big enough, but I guarantee you, like I know this song, but I don't. You don't know that song, right?
No.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like crossing over to the point of like fucking superstardom, like the fucking dance or something. Look, there's a million hits. Chasing You is fine. That Up Down song, I'm not going to fucking give you with Florida Georgia Line. I'm not going to give you that goddamn song. So you can include that as a hit, but that is Florida Georgia Line, dude. Cover Me Up. Like, look, he has a decent, like, all right, cool, man. That guy could be maybe big someday, but it's not the songs yet. So where you're like, yeah, man. I mean, fuck, dude. I'm wearing the Gay for Straight shirt today, right? George Strait.
Right.
How old is George Strait now? 65? He's headlining festivals still. Like, he's the headliner here. Like, that's a major, massive country superstar who has crossed over into all genres. Chris Stapleton is headlining the other one here.
69.
Right.
Yeah. He's 69 years old. Great age.
Perfect.
Great age. But he's headlining ACL. Like, he's 69 years old. Like, there's 50 number ones. He has so many number one songs. We're not even going to get to hear them all that night when we go.
Right.
Just not. 69-year-old man's not going to be able to sing 50 number one songs in a row. Fuck no, dude. You might pick out 20, if we're lucky. Obviously,
right.
You guys are amped because we'll all be in the T-shirts together.
Yeah, they're so excited, right?
No,
I can't see their face, but I know they're excited.
They're amped about it. But, yeah. So, shit. Could he be one day? Maybe. I hope. Go fucking write songs like Taylor Swift, man. Like, do it. It's... for real, how many number ones does she have? And I hate Taylor Swift.
Right. I just don't think
I
that's
hate her
really
so
going to
much.
help you with this group that's coming after you about Morgan Wallen.
Don't care. Hits are hits, right? Who else? Name somebody else that I dislike. There's somebody out there that you know that I hate that's probably got a bunch of hits. Who is it?
Oh, probably Adam Levine.
Great. Perfect example right there, right? Fucking hate Adam Levine. There is no denying, though, that, like, I mean, fuck. Perfect example. Thank you for bringing that up. We go over to somebody's house, and our kid's name is Jagger, and they start playing that fucking song. Moves like Jagger, and I'm like, and I know it's a hit. I don't listen to the goddamn thing, but it's everywhere, and it's like, oh, that's right. My kid's name is Jagger, and I forgot that fucking shit-ass song that Adam Levine did that was #1 for whatever. Like, yes, the payphone song.
Yeah.
I'm at a fucking you. Yeah.
Or
The
animals?
mind. Well, hang on. But the mind-altering thing of the payphone song is there hasn't been payphones in 20 fucking years, Adam. Like, and he still made that #1 forever.
Right.
Everybody knows that goddamn song. If we were at a bar and payphone came on, everybody'd be like, fuck. I hate that song. Nickelback. Nickelback. Look at this photograph. That is bigger than any fucking one song that Morgan Wallen has. So I want you to, anybody who's going to fucking shit on my lawn for the Morgan Wallen comments, tell me a song of his that is bigger than look at this photograph, and I will suck your dick. I'll suck it on live on air, dude. Well, I will get the whole channel thrown off YouTube because there is no goddamn way you can put the whiskey glasses, whoever said that in the fucking comments. I know that song. If we put 100 people in a room, played whiskey glasses, and asked them who the fuck it was, or look at this photograph, we'd be like, Nickelback, dude, fucking Nickelback. Nickelback. People lose their shit. So he still doesn't have a song as big as Nickelback. So just remember that before you hit me up in the fucking comments about how great he is. Can't look at this photograph. Sorry. Can't fucking do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm on one today, Jabes. I am
You
on
are.
one. I am
You
diamond hands,
are.
ape strong, dude. Just we're at a baby gorilla stage 2 right now. Just in the cave where it's like, no, the mom won't let the baby gorilla come out because it's still growing. AMC is still growing. AMC is that ape that's still growing, and it's just like, doesn't even have a voice yet. Can't even give the full growl. It's just a little baby gorilla. But one day, when this hits fucking 100, oh, Jesus Christ, it just jumped up another 1.5. Are you watching this shit? Is it because we're live on it? Is that why?
2360. I'm getting fucking. My hands aren't the only thing fucking diamond right now.
Goddamn right. Jesse, this is up 4 points since the market opened this morning. It opened up at 19. It's up 4.5 points. If you just did it today, it's up 22% if you just bought it this morning. Wait. That baby gorilla is going to grow, and it's going to have a roar one day. A roar. But not today. It's still in the cave. It's still in the... Wait till Harambe's death is celebrated tomorrow. It is fucking ape strong all day long. We are all Harambe. All of us are Harambe, James, and I can't wait. I got sent my video for We Are All Harambe. I forgot you had your tits out in that one. And
Sure.
I'm proud of you for that.
Thanks.
Now, you believe that shit? That was 5 years ago? We shot that video?
That's crazy. And Jax is in it too.
Jack's in it too. All of our friends from back home and like everybody's in this video. The hilarious part about it is I remember when we made it and it just exploded immediately. But do you remember why it exploded? There was whenever these like characters pop up, somebody usually creates like a Facebook account for it. Somebody created a Harambe Facebook account that was interacting as Harambe, as the dead gorilla. They had ripped my video and posted it, and it got like 9 million views on their page. The spillover was nice to me because I don't have that many followers on my fucking Facebook. I still have like 700,000 views on that fucking thing on Facebook, which is great, but that Harambe thing really took off. And then the song I used in the background ended up becoming a meme after that. That's how many fucking times that thing was played. Shout out to Chris Tarantino, who even brought that weird-ass song to my attention fucking 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I just tucked it away. It was Bag Raiders Shooting Stars is what I used, and it was a nothing band from like Australia. Yes. You know it now because I used it, and then it became a subject of like
was a meme.
9,000 memes afterwards. Yes. So, but it was from this Harambe song that fucking took off, and like, truthfully, it had came from a music supervisor who spent Chris Tarantino. We used it on all the movies. He had pitched me this song for a movie in like 2010 because he had just got back from Australia. So I have this catalog of songs from him in there. And I was like, what is this? I like it. And he goes, I don't know, man. He's like, they're playing at the clubs in Australia. And I was like, cool. Let's try to use that for a movie. And I remember the person I was working with on this movie was like, that song sucks. So I just didn't go in the movie. We didn't use it and just kind of sat in my thing. And then we ripped the background of it and fucking made the video and exploded. And then people started making memes and shit. It was awesome. But tomorrow is Harambe's day, okay? And we're doing all of this for Harambe. We are all Harambe tomorrow, and this thing just keeps going through the fucking moon right now, baby. Jessie, have you thought about it?
No.
Have you thought about what kind of house you want on the moon yet? Is it a 4-bedroom, or what do you want up there?
A 4-bedroom?
Yeah, do you want a 4-bedroom on the moon or something bigger? Sky's the limit.
No, smaller.
You want a small?
I'm more of like a cottage gal, easy to clean.
Yeah, you just want a
Only
little
room
cottage on
for
the moon?
me.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, it's fine because we're going to be able to afford separate spaceships here in a minute. So,
Right.
Whenever you want to go, you can take your spaceship and I'll take my fucking rocket there, and then we can meet like whatever. Okay, cool. I'll call the realtor out to this, but we did it, baby. It's gonna be a fun ass day. It's gonna be a fun fucking day today, Jabes. And I'm coming home tonight for the weekend,
Yes,
Memorial
you're
Day
catching,
weekend.
You're catching flights, not feelings.
What?
What?
Catching flights, not feelings?
Yeah, that's what you say to me all the time. I'm like, we're married.
No,
I'd
never.
like you to have some feelings for me.
Never.
You're like, no, bitch. I catch flights, not feelings. And I'm like, okay, cute. I'll
Never-
be here with your kids.
Nope, never said that phrase once in my life. Catching flights, not feeling. I like it, and it's so. Is that? Did you make that up, or is that something else?
No.
Oh,
And it's old, too.
Oh, it is? Okay. I was like, dude, go ahead and trademark that right now.
No.
That's funny.
Print the shirt.
Yeah, but I literally was just about to say that. Print the shirt. Catching flights, not feelings.
That's Giorgio's motto.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is. I think he's got a girlfriend now. You do,
What?
right? He's got a, yeah, right? You have a girlfriend?
Giorgio.
Oh, no. Giorgio, like someone else at this company, likes to play house with women he probably has no real future with, but it's kind of like the morphine equivalent of a relationship. You know, you just go through the motions, and they feel comfortable, and there's a warm body beside you, and then, you know.
Is it
you just
recycling
kinda-
season,
you're
Giorgio?
mad at yourself because you could be up working, you know, getting the bag.
Yeah.
Which you know, shameless plug here. Patreon.com/brocoin. The first episode of the crypto episode is up. What that blockchain do, baby?
What does it do, Giorgio?
What does it do?
I'm interviewing you.
It writes things in sequence from one to another. In layman's terms, the blockchain remembers its name and the person in front of it.
There you go. There you go.
Back to you, Ross.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, you guys. Appreciate that. That's hilarious, man. We actually should probably do like a once a week stonks show on this fucking thing, but see where all this heads right now. Yeah, Giorgio is off. He's out of here tonight as well at 6:00. We've got a ton of huge interviews lined up for like icebreakers and all that other shit. So he's flying to Los Angeles, and then I got to call Eric Tanzi today. He's getting pushed. Forgot to call him. If you're watching, Eric, we're gonna have to push you a week, and George will be there next weekend. I love you. I can say it because it's booked. You got bumped by Matthew McConaughey, so sorry.
You got bumped.
Sorry,
Yeah,
bud.
Tansy, I love you, but we need Giorgio in LA for Matthew McConaughey. So
Yeah, I had to tell my mom that too. She was really
did you really?
excited.
You're getting bumped, Mom.
Because Giorgio actually, his family is from the exact city that Tansy lives in, and he told his family like, "Hey, Mom, I'm gonna come up and see you. Was it your dad's birthday or something too?"
Ooh.
And then it was just like, oh, sorry.
That's how dedicated to the company Giorgio is, you know?
Yeah, and it's Matthew McConaughey. I mean, dude, so he's going to be on Icebreakers, and they're shooting that this weekend. So I apologize. Tansy, I'm going to call you after this. God damn it. There's never enough time, Jabes. But if he's watching, I love you. The show's going. Because we can announce that, too. We talked about it on Drinking Bros. So we have a brand new show, too, that we're going to launch next month called Cop Talk. Cop Talk Podcast with Mike the Cop and Eric Tansy. And it's two former police officers who will actually tell you what the fuck is going on with all these cases week in and week out and all these other things. And it's going to be awesome. So we're super amped about that, and that starts next month on the network. It'll run off of Mike the Cop's YouTube. So that way he won't be subjugated to our bullshit here. You know what I'm saying, James? He don't have to deal with this and our politics and our big old dicks and our politics. I bet you that's fucking Morgan Wallen's next song. My big old dick. You can take my big old dick and my politics. You can suck my dick. You fucking hicks. Yeah, and I love country too, man. Fuck. So, James, you got a crime corner for us today?
I do.
No. Do you really?
I do.
Yeah. Crime corner. Crime corner.
Oh, right. This is an interesting one, only because it's quite scary. So, cheese-loving drug dealer nabbed after posting a picture exposing his fingerprints. So, this drug dealer in England loves cheese as well. And so I guess they're using this encrypted site to kind of sell drugs. Mm-hmm. And the police have been following it. And he posted a picture of cheese, like with his hand like this, holding it. And the cops were able to, from that picture, examine his fingerprints and get like a print, analyze it from the picture.
Oh, man. Hot Bob is pulling it up over here, so it's on the screen. There it is.
Yeah.
Pop his picture up there. So they look.
There's a couple things that are sad about this, but yeah, go ahead.
I don't think there's anything sad about it.
Why? They're taking a guy off the street.
Yeah.
That was selling people, heroin, MDMA, ketamine, cocaine.
All great things. Continue.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like he's in jail now for 13 years from posting a picture of cheese.
Man. And again, all of those drugs, victimless crime there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're
I would say like besides maybe heroin.
If you're done,
cocaine can get a bit dicey, but people usually know when to be like, everyone always says I used to do coke, right? Like it's quite easy to be like, I abused it a little bit and it got out of hand. Whereas heroin, okay, fine. MDMA, victimless crime. Ketamine, helping people out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't, this is on the screen, right, Bob? Yeah. I'm looking at this cheese, Jabes. I don't know if you can see it right now, but this is a mature blue Stilton. This is a very high-end, expensive cheese that is delightful, by the way. You and I are huge cheese lovers. This isn't like he picked up a block of Kraft. You know what I'm saying? Which is like, well,
no. He was bragging. Yeah, right?
That's a very nice cheese. Look, if you're dumb enough to do heroin, that's on you. I don't know. Like, fuck it.
Stilton.
Stilton.
A Stilton cheese. His love for Stilton, really was his downfall.
Yeah.
And as sad as that is, it's gonna happen to the best of us. It's just sort of scary the way that they can do fingerprints from a picture now. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's all getting.
What in the world?
Yeah, it's like we talk about all the time. It's all getting too much, man. You can't do anything. You can't get away with murder anymore. You can't get away with just being a simple drug dealer or whatever.
You can't get away with anything.
No.
Yeah.
No. They're going to find you unless you're in an airport. Because I got to get on this plane today, and I got a fucking email right before. This is, you're going to wear a mask. Wear a mask on there. Wear it.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah.
A lot of people fighting, busting out teeth.
Yeah.
It's craziness. It's crazy out there.
Popping off dongs out there. Come on, man.
I think it is because it's one of the last places that you have to, right?
Yeah.
And that there's someone there telling you, put it up, put your mask up, put your mask up, blah, blah, blah. So it's like in your life at this point, you can walk around without your mask. You can fine if you're vaccinated on a plane. You go back to that world, and I think it's pissing people off even more so than it was before.
Yeah, look, the last flight I was on, was it a week ago or whatever the fuck it was? They were a little lax about it. Like I didn't have one stew. Obviously, it's what I call
being like,
stewardesses.
pull it up.
Yeah, she was like, hey, do you want some more booze? And I was like, yeah, great. And she didn't say anything about putting the fucking mask on. So I was just like, I don't think I wore it the whole flight, to be honest with you. But I also had a drink sitting next to me the whole time. So whatevs, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But either way, I'm on that big, beautiful bird coming home to see you tonight for the weekend and get a little sunshine on this fucking white face of mine. Is watching the Friends reunion at the top of your list this weekend? Or did you watch it last night? If you watched it last night?
I didn't.
All right.
I will watch it. I'm just not juiced. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not either.
I'm not juiced. And really the only thing that's going to make me tune in is to see what's going on with Matthew Perry. Do you know what I mean? So without that clip, I don't think I would have even cared, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's one of those things with the Friends reunion and all that shit where I read the review and I guess I shouldn't have. But they were like, dude, they don't even address his drug use and shit.
Right, but it really seems like a stroke, right? Which is why they're not. I would hope that's why they're not talking about it.
I'm not sure, and that's the whole thing with this. Like, it's either fucking drugs and he's boozing, like fine, whatever, or he had a stroke. But either way, you should address whatever it is, one way or the other, right?
I think I was talking to Bob about it. I was gonna pull it up for like Cringe Corner forever ago, but it's sort of this thing where I go, I find it really hard to believe that he would show up wasted, but that's also speaks to my, ignorance about like addiction and stuff, because maybe that would be the exact time that he would, right? Nervous, big thing coming up, whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I do find it really hard to believe that he would do it during that long-awaited one night of filming a reunion, right? Or am I stupid?
Or
both.
If you're going to stay sober, that's probably the night to do it.
Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, maybe.
The other thing about it, too.
Tonight.
Yeah, the other thing, too, that I keep thinking is you look at how good Jay Anus looks, right? You look how good fucking Matt LeBlanc, like, he still looks kind of pimpy. He's a dad, but he's pimpy.
He's very pimpy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Into the gray hair, into the whole thing.
Courtney Cox, the whole thing, like she's, still looks good and everything else. Like that's one night I would clean up for and be like, all right, like Schwimmer's not going to get out of control. Like he's still probably going to look like David Schwimmer forever, just kind of gimpy. And
yes.
So
yes. And he's been steadily working and is pretty, Yeah.
He
and keeps it high and tight.
Homegirl, who's the Lisa Kudrow.
Kudrow, she never changes either.
No, so it's like that's the one night.
But she's always looked old.
Yeah, she's always looked old, older.
So it works.
Yeah. But I read the review and they didn't address anything in there and blah blah blah. So we'll see. I'm not that juiced off either, but I want to see it now just to see it. Of like, all right, great.
Yeah.
Because in the trailer, like they're playing like board games and fucking bullshit like that, and it's just like, yeah.
They're doing trivia, so like they're trying to see if they know, like as much as the fans know about the show. But spoiler alert, they don't. Like the fans know all these things about it, and they're like, I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't remember any of like lines and shit hardly from my movies either. So like in things like that, I can't imagine they would after doing 200 episodes. Like, fuck no.
Yeah. And the minutiae that like the fans go after, I'm sure they don't fucking remember.
Yeah. So we'll watch it. I will watch it.
Yeah. Only because there's literally nothing else on. So
Literally nothing else on. Another fucking story I wanted to talk about was this Clay Travis thing. I know I brought it up a few weeks ago that he got bought out by Fox in this mega deal. We never got the number on it of what it is. We had talked about it off air when we went off air that day, because you and I were doing the show. And then when we went off air, I was talking to Bob about it, and we were talking about, like, what the fuck is Clay Travis going to do? Like, he's not that good, and what is he going to do? And he's not a great speaker. You were saying it was more of, like, articles and shit.
Well, not anymore. Do you see the news today?
It just broke right now.
The Rush Limbaugh thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So dude, he is taking over the Rush Limbaugh time slot.
With Buck Sexton. What was that guy's fucking name? It's him and another guy
yes.
co-hosted.
Buck Sexton is his co-host. Now, I know Buck. Buck has been on the show. So, like, Buck is great, actually. I have zero problems with Buck. He's a fucking great talk show host and very engaging guy. When he was on Drinking Bros, we had a fantastic conversation. He was great. It's one of those, when you get off the air and you kind of look at everybody else and you're like, ah, shit, that was a great interview. Buck is great. And I guess they're pairing him up with Clay because Clay's weak.
I think it's like Buck. I don't know anything about Buck, but I would assume that he's more the intellectual one, right? Like he'll give the take, and
he's
then
very smart.
And then Clay will come in.
kind of like me on this show, right, Bob?
Yes. Well, I do consider you the voice of reason on the show. So
Thank
Shut
you,
the
Bob.
fuck up, Bob. Why don't you look at your bank account today and tell me what AMC's doing for you, dude?
But and then Clay's gonna come in and be like, "Oh, boobs! Why don't liberals hate boobs?"
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And Buck is great. I don't know why they're pairing him with Clay. Buck could have done that on his own, to be honest with you. He didn't really need Clay Travis. I don't know who made that fucking decision. But the reason I'm talking about it is I don't think people realize that is hundreds and hundreds of markets. Like, that is fucking the sticks of wherever you are. There's always the one talk radio station that you can always pick up on AM or FM, where, like, no matter where the fuck you are driving across the country, that's it. Like, that's gonna be your dudes, man, because Rush is dead, obviously, and they're taking over for it. I can't believe it. Fucking A, man. He has me blocked on Instagram or Twitter. Clay Travis does.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, from years ago.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Well, he was, what it was he was trying to go on some fucking moral crusade about the Me Too movement. And I was like, hey, do you not remember being on CNN telling the anchor how fucking great her tits were? Like, and it's fine, but just be who you are. Like, it's not changed now, Clay. You fucking dick. I guess it worked. He fooled enough people, Jessie, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And then more importantly, our child.
Yes.
Past the first grade, he's going to second grade, Japes.
Goes out for summer. Every mom.
Are you
just
guys
like?
Are you guys gonna do the
Yeah.
Billy Madison thing? You can throw him a huge party for
every time. We don't throw the party, but there is a party for all the kids afterwards on their last day of school. So that's going down. That's where you're headed after this, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Bob, that's funny because that's like one of his favorite movies.
Yeah.
So now he's probably going to be asking for that every time.
It's awesome. He doesn't watch the show, so I'm not going to go too in depth with it because we're good parents. But he will come back and find this later, years after this show has been banned for Jessie's Asian hate. Hashtag stop
Yes.
Asian hate. And
Yes.
after this has been banned, years and years, he'll find it somewhere on pirate radio and be like, oh my gosh, you guys really did love me. Yes, we did, son. You did great. You
Yes.
passed the first grade.
You passed the first
Billy
grade. We've
passed
always
the
said about
first
you,
grade.
son, you may not be the smartest person, but you are the cutest. And one is more important than the other.
Turns
Believe
out,
me.
Yeah, exactly. It turns out, though, the teacher did say he was the smartest. So,
I mean, he's not the smartest,
In the
but he's
class.
very smart.
yeah,
He's good.
that's what she said. So, fucking
Yeah.
A. It is what I look. I'm a smart human myself, but yeah. So, it's awesome. And you're going to a little soiree today.
Yes.
Do the moms get lit at that shit?
Well, I don't drink before 4, and that's like when it's
Whoa.
ending.
Whoa. Let's just back up a little bit. Just put that in reverse. It used to be 5, and then it turned to like 4:58 on your clock.
because everyone's doing shit earlier now.
So now it's down to 4 o'clock for you.
4 o'clock I can handle.
Okay.
I shouldn't.
Yep.
But I can handle it if I do a hard booch.
Oh, gotcha. Like a hard
Instead of like a
kombucha, yeah.
wine, right?
Yeah.
So wine, just like straight up 14%, can't do until 5.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
4 o'clock. Look, 4 o'clock is fine. Do the
But
moms
yeah,
go early?
you know all my friends can day drink, and they do. So they will be.
They do. Can
partaking.
they? Is a different story, though.
Well, a couple of them can. A couple of them can't, but they all do it, right?
There it is. That's the answer I'm looking for. Bob, AMC just jumped another point. 24.76.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Really proud of you. Yeah.
Thank you. Can you hear the applause?
Yes,
My God,
I
man.
can.
It is now up 27%. Is this the new GameStop is the question. Giorgio's laughing over there. Is it, Giorgio? I mean, this is...
Do I get
Maybe it
back in
bodes
now?
well for Brocoin.
Is it too late, Ross? Is the question.
That's the thing. No one ever knows, man. And full disclosure, we did the AMC thing. We all had a meeting and got in on this and did it. But I was not on the GameStop. Like, I missed that whole train for GameStop. Never bought one stock of it. I missed it. And I was mad about it. And I just didn't. I was mad about it for different reasons because I didn't feel like I had my, nose to the grindstone. That's the phrase, right? I didn't my ear to the carpet. I wasn't sniffing the streets enough to know that was a thing before it happened. And I didn't have any of that. And I have the FOMO now. And as this is about to approach 25 points. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't like to get into the ins and outs of how money's made. I just like to spend it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll leave that to the men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We will leave that to the men, baby.
I don't really get into the whole how you actually make money and keep it and save it.
Yeah,
Nah.
obviously.
Nah.
But the hilarious thing was last night's Jim Cramer, finally, after fucking 6 months, was just like, fuck it. The GameStop and the fucking AMC thing, it's awesome. And if you're an idiot for shorting it now, so don't short it. And
Finally.
these people are fucked. They lost. By the way, so just on Tuesday alone, I don't know what the numbers are going to be like for today because the market's not closed yet. The hedge funds lost $754 million. So, whoopsies. Diamond hands, laser eyes, and we're fucking ape strong, Jabes. We're ape strong. What time's the party today for you?
It already started.
Did it really? I'll let you get out of
Yes.
here and go to that. You don't have to hear my nonsense anymore. But for the rest of you people, tune in to Drinking Bros Fake News. That'll start in about an hour here on this channel. We'll go further in depth on this and keep following this stock as it kisses the moon, dude. And just remember, it's a baby gorilla. It's a baby ape, and it's in the cave right now. Doesn't
Have you
have
ever
its full
had an
screen.
eye twitch?
Yeah, all the time. Usually
It's
on
been
drugs.
all day.
Usually on
it's
ketamine.
stress, right? Does anyone know?
It could be a
It's just
number
like
of things. Yeah,
constant like that.
it's not really stress.
Am I gonna die? I'm
No.
smelling toast.
Are you?
I think it's lupus.
Yeah, you might have lupus.
Is it
but-
lupus?
Yeah,
I
probably have
fucking
lupus.
knew it.
Or Lou Gehrig's disease.
Or sickle? Is it sickle
Yeah,
cell?
it might be one of those. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. But hey, it's all my fellow apes out there. Tomorrow is the anniversary, the 5th anniversary of Harambe's death. We are all Harambe. I wish I could play that, but we get flagged for everything now, and it's a shame. It's a goddamn shame.
Play it safe. Play it safe.
I wrote arguably one of the biggest hits of all time. And some would say it's a bigger hit than anything that Morgan Wallen's ever had. So, fuck you. Look at this photograph. Still doesn't have that. Still doesn't fucking have that.
Or like Train.
Train. Don't make me go.
Drops of Jupiter.
Don't make me go drops
Morgan.
of jupe. dude, on people, or
Morgan, compete with drops of Jupiter, okay?
compete with Hayes' soul sister, for Christ's sakes.
Compete
Live.
with fucking best soy latte I ever had and you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Lightning crash.
Show me a better lyric.
Yes, he's a dude. Paper Hands Dan just said live, dude. Lightning crashes. Yes, dude.
Oh,
Come on.
my gosh.
Come on, dude.
What's the?
I've never heard your voice that deep before.
It's like my hey guys, right? But then I just put it in like singing form.
Yeah, yeah. Love you guys.
And I'll open eyes. Okay.
Yeah, baby. I love that. I'll see you tonight at like midnight. No, my flight doesn't get until midnight. I'll see you at 1 a.m. Maybe.
You're catching flights, not
Not feelings, yeah.
okay. Again, I would like you to have feelings for me, but if you keep saying it, it'll be true, I guess.
I've never. I mean, this thing is just going. We're gonna kiss 25 by the time that's fake news starts. I love all of this, Jabes, and I love you. I will see you soon. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star. Don't be a dick, dude. We're right there at 1,600 reviews. Just 4 more. Just fucking rate the goddamn show, dude. That's the only thing that helps in this life. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good night. Good afternoon.